Hello everyone and welcome back to the WFA's off-season roster review. This very tilted camera of me is going to be reviewing the Santa Fe Prowl. The Prowl are one of the expansion teams, and I didn't realize until I started reviewing this, they don't have a lot of players right now. So that kind of surprised me, but the players that they do have are pretty good. So I'm not going to complain about that too much. It's just going to have to take some convincing for me to get excited about where this team's going. So we'll look at the players that they did get, who I think they could be targeting next, and the things I'm most concerned about coming forward in the offseason. So let's just jump right into the notable additions for the Santa Fe Prowl. So here are the additions for Santa Fe. They bring in quarterback Julio Reyes, who is a champion, is a Hall of Fame worthy quarterback in the past. Hasn't done as well in the last year or two, but maybe Santa Fe is the place to turn him around. One of my favorite receivers, Kevin Calcutta. He's a great guy in the slot. That is probably going to be their number one option, but I think he will play a lot of slot for them. James Woodson at tight end. Dominant player. James Woodson, I would absolutely love to have on my team. He is one of the most dominant players that I've ever seen, and he's really scary to play against. Scott Stroker on the defensive line. He's been a solid enough pass rusher, and I think being a number one is going to only help him get better. Bam Johnson. Bam Johnson's a big talent. I would have loved to have him in Jackson. He's going to the Prowl. He's going to bring a lot of pass rush for them, so that should be very exciting. Lion Nikita, a cornerback that has done well in the past, but was kind of sidelined this last season on the bench. I believe he was with Lincoln, but he kind of got stashed away, so he's pretty rested. He'll be ready to go. And then, of course, Derek Jenko, going to be playing safety for this team. He is a gold, so that should be good. Those are most of the good players that are on this team. There's also linebacker Ryan Mack, who I forgot to put on the list. But this is the main core for Santa Fe. And if you look at it, it's good. And I think they've done a really good job of getting this talent in. It's just the depth of the positions that are left. And you'll see that with who I have on their draft targets. And there's some positions in this draft targets that are more obvious than others. I think it was the plan all along to not draft a starting to not sign a starting running back. So they will be looking for one in the draft, and Trey Tucker is probably going to be sitting there in the first round. So I think that he is the obvious choice for Santa Fe if someone else doesn't jump ahead of him. At wide receiver, their current number 2 receiver is Abdul Moss, who is a bronze receiver, so I think they can do much better than that. So I have Morbius Molyneux and James Walters on there. James Walters is one of the underrated players that I think could be a superstar, and he's doing really well, so I think Santa Fe would love to have him. They need some linebackers. They don't have any inside linebackers currently. That's not hard to fix, but I think getting some more linebacker talent in the room is going to be great. That's why I have Preston Blackpool and Uzi Dangle on there. Uzi Dangle, I'm sure, is a guy that Derek would love to have on his team. It just feels like something that he would like. They're going to need some corner depth as well, as Lion Nikita is currently their only cornerback. I have Chad Kruger on there, and Chad Kruger is a really good corner. He's been doing really well for... he's been playing on the Fargo Freeze. He's up there next to Fugu Gaipen, who's a guy we've talked about before. So that's a good 1-2 punch. And then at safety, they're going to need a safety to go next to Derek Jenko. I think that guy could be LaJordan Daniels. LaJordan Daniels, big hitter. He's a big safety. One of the leading tacklers, so I think that could be a great spot for them to go with that position. Yeah, so that's it for the review of the Prowl's roster. I think that they've done a good job with what they were able to get. I think they still need a couple more pieces here and there, but we'll see what the rest of the offseason has in store for them. What do you think of the Prowl's offseason? Let me know in the comments below and in the Discord. Make sure to check out our other videos on all the other teams. The Washington Wastelanders video just came out, so if you want to look at that after watching this, or the other way around, either way, thank you very much. Like the video if you haven't already. If you did like it, I'm sure you did, because we make good content here sometimes. Yeah, thanks for watching all the way to the end. I really appreciate it. You are the real one. Make sure to check out Rise League games, as they are coming up soon. And until the next video, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.